What's up, y'all? What's up? We back. I know I've been gone for 2 weeks, but I want to talk about something, man. Welcome. For those of y'all who knew, welcome. For those of y'all who been here still, welcome. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to KISU University. Keep it a stack university. I'm gonna need you guys to get your pencil and paper out. And I ain't talking about your regular pencil and paper. I'm not talking about that lead pencil, that number 2 pencil, that spiral notebook, nor that binder, no none of that. Not your journal, no none of that. I'm talking about this holy water. And let's purify our body so we can go ahead and be in the right mind space to go ahead and get into this content. Mm. Ain't nothing like water, y'all. Ain't nothing like water. So I want to talk today. This ain't no script. It's off the dome piece. And it's crazy because I just came with this script because I was going to do a live, whether it be a reaction or what. I'm up, man, cleansing myself, right? Up in that shower. And it just came into my mind. Like the title, Who Are You? And this was motivated. This was motivated because I've been thinking about where I wanted to go ahead and take the channel. I was gonna keep it in the same realms of this, and I am, but I wanted to I wanted to maybe have a little bit more when it came down to a target audience. But in all reality, this is for all. When I say my target, I'm like, this is for all. I don't just have a target, this is for everybody. Content that everybody can feel. What do I look like limiting myself? And a lot of people that tap in just for like they need help. They need help. Whether we all need help. I need help. You need help. They need help. We all need help. And sometimes people don't know how to ask for help. And I, at one point in time, was guilty of that. I do not know how to ask for help. My pride won't let me ask for help. But if you don't ask for help and you don't know how to get the job done, are you just going to not get the job done? I don't think so. So it's a must that people ask for help. Now, this topic is inspired by a whole lot of people, a whole lot of my experiences. And forgive me, y'all, I'm probably going to be all over the place. This is I don't do lives that are scripted. Everything else just comes from the heart, man. That's a lot of what that's everything that I do. It just comes from the heart. My passion comes out. My ability to want to see others succeed comes out. Seeing the conditions, especially since I'm on social media and I'm a content creator, and I see how other people know that people need help and continue to plot on that and give you what you want to hear and give you information to keep you coming back instead of actually doing what they claim that they are going to do, which is help. Now I will be taking shots at people because I have to use them as examples, right? But let's get back into the topic because everything that we talk about is going to attach to the topic, which, as you can see from the title, which is so simple, basic, but powerful, is who are you? Who are you? You'll be surprised how many people do not know who they are. I've been around people all from all walks of life. You name it, I've been around them. That's one of the fortunate things that I could say, especially being in Sacramento, being from Sacramento, I'm lucky enough to be around all walks of life at one point in time or another. Some I got more experience than others, but I have been around all walks of life. And whether you realize it or not, There's a lot of people that go through some of the things that you go through. They just hide it better than you. We all have our struggles. We will continue to have certain struggles. But how you deal with it and how you choose, do you want to overcome it or not, is going to help in defining who you truly are. Now, this is one of the reasons why this was inspired, because I get a lot of people that say that they want to go ahead and pretty much they lack confidence in themselves, right? They lack confidence in dealing with women, right? This is a man, but this is going to apply to women too, so don't leave women, because this is going to apply to you as well. But I get a lot of that. Let me ask you guys something. If you was to get that woman right now, what value could you give her? I want you to take a second to think about that. As a man, what value could you give that woman? Let me ask the ladies. As a woman, what value could you provide to the man? Give you guys a second to think about that. You see, where a lot of things get misconstrued is what they place as value. Of course, man. Look, I ain't no new. Look, I know what's going on. I know what's said in these social media spaces. A lot of people are putting money as value when dealing with human beings and dealing with relationships. Money is, you acquire that and acquire lots of that once you establish that relationship, whether it be personal or business, that's not artificial, but a real relationship based off of true value with that individual or individuals. If you are not on the same page, if you don't know why you're doing it, who you're doing it for, what's the purpose, you being selfless, etc., etc., you won't accomplish none of that. You see, I'll give as example. One thing's for sure, I used to come with the mindset of, man, I can do it on my own. And I still have that mindset to a certain degree of being able to do it on my own, not in doing it on entirely on my own, but if this individual or this company or whatever case didn't work out, I know that I can go find somebody else that'll help me. Oh, I know that I can get this done, etc., etc., etc. A lot of y'all, you see, y'all gotta take a step back, take a step back, take a step back. Here's where the shots coming in. A lot of people are listening to Fresh and Fit, Donovan Sharp, uh, Saint in the Sinner, these watered down ass pimps on here trying to tell you on how to be a man, trying to tell you on how to deal with a woman. What works for me may not work for you. What works for you may not work for me. But what we can go ahead and come to a common ground on is the blueprint. Now, after we achieve this blueprint, you may venture off. Some of y'all may have different interests, different beliefs, yada yada yada. That's where we're going to differentiate at. But the blueprint, It's going to always be there. It's going to always be the same. Men, let me ask you this question. What value do you bring to the woman? Do you even, if you can't love yourself, come on, come on, let me talk real quick. If you can't love yourself, how are you going to teach anybody else, your kids, this woman, or how is love going to be the foundation if that's what you want the foundation to be? Even though I don't agree that it should be the foundation, but I'll say that for another video. But pretty much love though, but it's important though. But there's more factors than it though, right? The sacrifice. Yeah, we'll talk about that. But the foundation, if you don't love yourself, how could you give love to others? How could you give love to that woman? How could you give love to the kids? Some of y'all worry about things that you can't control. I'm not tall enough. I'm I don't have this. I'm not darker. I don't have this and that. Things that you were born with that you have no control over. And you worry about that. Stop worrying about it. You worry about things that you can't control. I'm not 6'8", 6'5". You think I worry about that? God damn it! When I walk in the room, the mother think I'm 7'10", because that's how I view myself. Because at one point in time, I couldn't tell you that I love myself. If I'm not eating the right things, how do I love myself? When I put nothing but destruction and death in my body. If I'm not drinking the right things, how could I love myself? If I'm not taking care of my temple, and the temple to me is bigger than just the physical, my mental, if I'm not indulging in the right things that are good for my spirit, if I'm not reading, if I'm not learning, if I'm not listening, if my pride is being put up instead of taking a couple steps back to soak up what could be good for me. You see, a lot of times I can learn things, whether it be how not to do or what to do from other people by just watching. You see, when I play ball, a lot of the times I wouldn't be the first one to go in the drill. I see somebody mess up in a drill and I would see it be corrected. So by me paying attention on what not to do, I was able to do the drill the correct way. A lot of these people who try to tell you on how you should be, on what you should do as a man, they don't come from an experienced point of view. They'll tell you things, some things that I agree with as far as taking care of your body, working out, eating right. I agree with all that. But in order to become the best you, you have to go through a lonely journey on your own that can't nobody do it for you but you. We all had to do it. I had to do it. And I'm continuing to go through that journey. The world is a vicious and a lonely place. We understand that. But you can't worry about things that's going to come when you're ready. You see, you want things right now, but you're not ready. Because once you achieve them things, you got to keep up with them. For instance, me in boxing. Okay, I got here to lean out and get in boxing shape. Well, guess what? I have to be consistent and stay in boxing shape. I have to go ahead and continue to work on my skills and continue to hone my skills and work day in after day to get better. Being satisfied is one thing you should not be. I get on women all the time. Yo, be consistent. You satisfied. You satisfied with just this little progress. That's not gonna cut it. You can't be great if you satisfied with just a little. When you as a human being, you can achieve and deserve a lot if you put yourself in that predicament. If you put yourself in them circumstances, see, a lot of y'all don't think. Look, let me tell you something, man. You worried about the wrong things. You want that woman. We all want that woman. We all want the woman, whether they want to realize it or not. Fresh and Fit really want the woman, but understand the way that they are, they most likely won't get that woman. Them, they is what, 30 something years old, maybe going on 40, and they still don't know how to go ahead and deal with women, but they want to go ahead and take your money, give you these courses on how to do something that they do not know how to do. Donovan Sharp told you not to deal with a woman with kids and deal with what? An older woman. What did he end up doing? Doing the same thing he told you not to do. Regardless of your woman of choice. And any woman that end up in the end, a Mexican, a African, a European, American, or whatever, that's your choice as a man. That don't make you any less of a man because you got your taste and you got your decision. You know what you want in your life. I can't tell you what you want in your life, but I know how to get to what you want in life. It ain't nothing but some hard work and dedication. That ain't nothing but some discipline and some consistency. That ain't nothing but thinking outside the box, putting yourself in position, making them sacrifices. Women, you say that you want that man. I'm here to I'm here to tell you, young ladies, you popping that coochie out on this internet, you getting these bodies done, you out there being quarrelsome, contentious, that's not gonna get it done. You being selfish, you listening to Gorilla, Meg Thee Stallion, Cardi B, Ebony K. Williams, who else I've been seeing? All these women who don't know got a goddamn thing. It's telling you what you should be. But at the end of the day, you don't know what they got to deal with when they get up off that screen. You don't know how they really feel when they get up off that screen. Everything ain't peaches and cream. To get to the top will never be peaches and cream. Even when you feel like you at the bottom right now, it still ain't gonna be peaches and cream. It still will not be peaches and cream. Being in truth, doing the things that hurt, doing the things that you know is best for you, and it hurt. You got to make that sacrifices. That's everybody not gonna do that. But if you want to stand out and get what you want, you got to do that. They say, man, how can I be successful in that? Well, they didn't have a mindset. They didn't make certain sacrifices to achieve that. They wasn't just sitting on their ass. They wasn't just crying about, man, why I can't get this and what you deserve. Let me tell y'all something. See, these people want to go ahead and give you this feel good shit. I'm not about to give you that. Check this out. A lot of people talk about know your worth. Well, sometimes a person worth is trash. Sometimes you ain't worth shit because you ain't did nothing to be shit. So what makes you think you deserve it all? The sun, the moons, and the mountains, and all that, and you ain't getting nothing. You can't provide no type of value. You think like trash. You eat like trash. You present yourself like trash, and all of a sudden you think you're supposed to get the best? That don't work like that, loved one. It'll never work like that. They be lying to y'all up on this mug, man. I see it time and time again, and I'm gonna continue to react to it. Time and time again, all my channels, every single channel I got, I expose the lies. Because a lot of what they feeding y'all is lies. They'll mix some of this truth and pour it on with some lies and thinking that that's a whole dose. Let me ask y'all this. A lot of y'all that have been following all these other content creators that feed you lies, where has that gotten you? Rob, what's going on? Where has that gotten you? It's gotten you nowhere. A lot of y'all have missions, call to actions that are great. A lot of y'all, look, whatever your purpose is your purpose. Whatever your mission is and what you desire, that's what it is. What do you want out of life? Some of y'all say, I want to be a millionaire. Some of y'all say, you know what? I just want the wife and the kids, or the husband and the kids, and just live a solid base. Look, everybody ain't meant to be a millionaire. Everybody not meant to have it all big. But that don't mean you any less than. That don't mean you're not less than. There's some people that's living in the middle class that if you ask them, man, why you didn't want to be a Well, you could have did this and been a millionaire. I didn't want to deal with what came with me being a millionaire. And that's perfectly fine. When you look back at your life, is you gonna look at it with regrets? Or are you gonna look at it with regrets? And if you're looking at it where if you look at back at what you have, look at where you at right now. Are you satisfied with where you at? Well, what does it take to get to where you want to be at? If you don't know, then you need to go find out. You need to reach out to somebody that knows how to. Or if you do know, you need to put the pen in place to go ahead and accomplish that. Stop sitting on your ass and thinking that it's supposed to come to you. It's not. Whether you are religious or not religious, don't nothing in your scripture says to sit on your ass and for you to go, you're gonna get what you, because I could have swore in that thing they said that a man who don't work don't eat. And I view that text as just a little bit bigger than this working to get monetary gain. You want success, you want to be healthy. You got to work at it. You got to make the sacrifice. You got to have the discipline. You got to go work out. Ain't nothing that's just going to come to you. Just because you woke up today, that don't mean you deserve what the hell you want. It don't work like that. It'll never work like that. Right? See, you also got to know what you want. You say you want this woman. What kind of woman do you want? When I be seeing people on these talk shows, these dating shows, they be like, when they ask, what do you want? They can't tell you what they want. You ask these women, what kind of man you want? What's the definition of a good? They can't tell you. So that's a problem in itself right there. So you just out there wasting time, not knowing what you want. You- So you out here seeking something. What are you seeking? Like that, what the hell is you seeking? I want a good. What is a good man? Okay, so if you could tell me what is a good man, then anybody the next time you deal with somebody need to go ahead and be close or deal with all of what you want. Look, nobody, no woman or no man is perfect. You got to figure out what you want to deal with and what you're not willing to deal with. What you're willing to take and what you're not willing to take. There ain't no perfect man. There ain't no perfect women. I don't deal with man, I was watching TV. I was watching a little bit of the basketball game yesterday when I came home from working out, and I was looking at this this yellow girl. She was a reporter. And they said that she got some nice hair. I said, "Is that her hair?" She said, "No, that's not her. Then that shit ain't nice. It's not yours. So how can I could compliment it like it's yours, but it ain't yours? But that woman that got that natural hair, that natural body, man, that's very nice. You're very beautiful, and it's yours. So I'm complimenting you. I'm complimenting something that's artificial, that's not you, that you could take off at night. You could take off whenever you want to. Man, that ain't nice to me. If somebody said you're in shape, well, yeah, I didn't take no substance. I didn't take no steroids. I didn't take anything else other than hard work, dedication, and real food and water. It's something about accomplishing something, the right way. A lot of these people that you see that you compare yourself, they cheated to try to get there. You don't know what the hell they did. That's why I always get over here and talk about the selling the soul. You don't understand that the soul that they sold to get to where they you don't know what I'm not look, when I say this, I'm not putting this on anybody. Let me protect myself. I'm not putting this on anybody. This is an example. Ashanti. You don't know if she gave that coochie up to go ahead and get that hit song. You don't know if these niggas was out here rocking with Usher or Quincy Jones and all of them to go ahead and get up in the industry and get that get that plug with that producer you don't know what the hell they did. The only thing that you can know for certain is what you do. You worried about the wrong thing. You're comparing yourself to other people. Some of y'all may be content creators. You comparing yourself to people who bought subs. You don't know what the hell they doing to get on top. You put more energy into other people than you do your goddamn self. And you wondering why that you are where you are right now. Some of y'all may be in a depressed mind. You may be suffering through mental ailments. Just take a step back. Why do you feel that way? What are you putting in your body? What are you surrounding yourself by? What's going on? What's going on? How do we get to where you at right now? What's going on? You got to take a step back. I always give this example. When I went to that Mississippi and moved to Mississippi, I was in nothing solitude. I was by myself. When I tell you I was by myself, I was by myself. I left everybody, including my little baby, for a little while because daddy had to get right. Daddy had to work on himself so I can be the best father, so I can be the best to anybody else that I can be. I can't be, I can't give you what you need if I ain't what I need to my goddamn self. So I took the time to work on myself, work on my mind, read books, work on my body, figure out why am I not getting what look what I have done. I was not happy with what I have done up to that point. And I wanted something big. I seen the circumstances that I was in, and I did not like it, y'all. I didn't like it. So I went on ahead. I said, so ain't nobody gonna come save me. Mama ain't gonna save me. Dad ain't gonna save me. No woman, no homie, no nobody gonna save me. If I'm gonna be saved, it's gonna be on my goddamn self. So when you looking to fresh and fit and all these people for the answers, they can't save you. They ain't even save their goddamn selves. Now I know you gotta understand a lot of what you see on here, it's not the truth. They get up on here, it's hustle time. And it's sad that they gotta use y'all to go ahead and come up on game instead of doing it the correct way, but everybody ain't good. And you're gonna realize that through your lifetime. Everybody ain't good. You see, once you become and have standards for your goddamn self, y'all, you're gonna realize, damn, your circle of friends, your pool of getting women or your pool of trying to acquire men, it's gonna slim down a lot because you're gonna realize he's no good, she's no good, some of my family members is no good. You're gonna realize that. See, a lot of people are scared to be alone. You can't be because, in all reality, in order to go through that journey of finding oneself, of finding who you are and being a better you, that start off journey is going to be alone. Nobody's going to understand. Look, let me tell y'all something. Ain't nobody believed in me. I tell people all the time, I go off of what my auntie tell me. She told me, years ago when I was young. Hey man, he ain't shit. He ain't gonna be shit. None of that. They laughed at me. They laughed at my mama when I had a child out of wedlock. They didn't want nothing but downfall on me. People turned again. All that. When I tell y'all I done been through a lot, this is just a surface level of what I tell you. But did I let it defeat me? Hell no. I used it to drive me. I use hate to drive me. I use where I don't want to be at and where I want to be at to drive me. I understand that what I want and who I am is in the minority. I understand that I'm going to get hate. People are not going to like me for speaking truth. I understand all of that. And I understand that my journey is either going to be with a chosen few or with nobody at all. I understand that. And I accepted that. You're going to have to go ahead and do the work. You want that woman? Do the work on your own. That woman gonna come. You want that man? Do the work. Yeah, do the work. Put yourself in position to get what you want. Ain't shit gonna come to you. It'll never will. A lot of what I say, hey, look, people not gonna get everything. People not gonna do the work. People gonna think that they just owe whatever the hell they owe. Well, that's cool. But I always say, what's your results? With that mindset that you got, let me see them results. They have none. They have none. That's like a non-married woman telling you, a married woman or a married man, on how to go ahead and keep your marriage afloat, to keep your marriage going, on how to be a good husband. Whatever. You ain't got no man. Just like Tommy ain't had no job. You ain't got no man. How you gonna tell me shit? Always look at, okay, what you have accomplished, what you have done. Did you do it at a high level? Do you know it? Did you do the work to tell me this? Right, just like some boxing trainers. They may not have been on the level of a Vander Holyfield or Tyson or whatever, right? But they did the work to understand and know how to teach and know how to get a fighter to that level or even greater. But everything revolves around the work. See, everybody not be they some of your talents may not be in what the other person's talents is. Monetize your talents. Go ahead and fluff up them talents. Be the best that you can be. And if there's something that you can work on that shit. What good is you going ahead and looking up and waking up every morning and crying and complaining? What good is that? It's no good at all to just cry and complain. I tell people all the time, man, all right, what I gotta do? Ain't nobody gonna give me shit. They will take advantage of you if you are ignorant in whatever. It's the best thing that you can possibly do is be well versed in as many things that you possibly can, because people will take advantage of your ignorance. People are doing that now on the internet. They will take advantage of your ignorance. I'm looking at, or I made a statement about earn your leisure the other night. What they giving, and I've seen other people go ahead and expose them. So I'm not going to go ahead and take credit from them or whatever the case may be. But I know, off of the work that I have done and off of the research that I have that I have done, especially after they mess, what the are you talking about? And there's somebody right now taking their word for gospel. There's somebody right now taking Fresh and Fit's word for gospel. There's somebody right now taking these watered down ass, failure ass pimps on how to deal with women as gospel. Look at the work. Look at what they say. Do you meet the criteria of what you say? Oh, how fuck you gonna tell me? You telling me all this? You got the magic potion. You got everything. You got all the knowledge on how to accomplish it. Why you don't got it? Just like I would look at a personal trainer. Say, for instance, if I had a personal trainer and you know how to do this, and you telling me that I need to do this to be healthy, all of that, and you got a fupa. You got a male fupa. I'm gonna look at you like, fuck, what's going on with you? You can't tell me nothing. What? You may got the knowledge, but look at you. What the hell going on? So if you know all this, why you not doing it? So if you're not strong minded to keep yourself at a decent shape, then how I'm gonna think that you're gonna be strong minded to get me in shape? Because it's gonna take work and knowledge and consistency, just like it's gonna take for me to do the same thing, to do my half. But you gotta do your half. How can I trust you to do your half and you can't even take care of your own? So how you gonna take care of me? It's the same exact with all what we got going on up over here. Results speak volumes. Actions speak louder than words all the time. Sometimes I like to talk it, but I make sure if I'm talking it, I can walk it. But most times I just like to walk it. So y'all got to understand this, man. A lot of people, what you seeing right now, they ain't gonna get it. And this message, what I'm saying right here, this may not be for everybody. That's fine. But I know it's there for a chosen few. And whether you put this in motion today or tomorrow or the next day, if it was for you, and if this is what you want, if being better to you, better you, and you tired of being in the position that you're gonna apply some of these things. I ain't telling you nothing that I ain't experienced that it ain't worked for me. I ain't telling you nothing that I've also seen me other people do the same thing and it worked for them. I'm not telling you nothing. I'm not about to get up on here and just spit lies to you. Like I said on my other page, I said, look, if it's an opinion, I'm gonna tell you it's an opinion. But if I'm speaking it as in facts, oh, trust and believe it's facts. That's the responsible thing to do. See, you got people count. See, whether people realize it or not, there's people watching you. And as a man, especially, there's people watching you. People may look up to you that you don't even know look up to you. It's kids, women, or even other men look up to you. How do you conduct yourself? What you doing? How your life going? So that light that a real man shines, it shines greater than just his tribe. That light, that woman, that real woman that conducts herself with decency and respect, that understands her role and understands what must be done, especially in these perilous times, her light shines greater than the tribe that she's a part of. It's people that's gonna look at you with jealousy. People gonna look at you like she thinks she better than me or whatever the case. He think he better than me and whatever the case may be. There's people that's gonna want to demolish your program. That's gonna put things. See, you gotta fight that spiritual warfare, man. That you look. There's people that's gonna go ahead and try to put things in your head. And it could be somebody that's close to you too. That's gonna put things in your head to get you to stop fighting that good fight. They gonna push in your head, or they might do things physically to get you to stop fighting that good fight, to discourage you, to take you off. So once you on that good path, don't think that you ain't gonna go ahead and face resistance and always face whether you could look, you could consume social media, and what you see on social media could go ahead and be put in your spirit. You see a lot of what these, especially like with these women, when they watch these, listen to these rap songs, Listening to these women that don't know what the hell they talking about. That's coming in this Cynthia G's, and that's coming in their spirit. They consume that on the daily. They say you are what you eat, and you eating that bad content, that bad juju. You eating that BS. You eating that thing that ain't good for you, and it's gonna come out. It's important to self-preserve yourself. It's important to stay away from these bad people. It's important yourself to not be attached to these. See, you know what I'm saying? We could talk about it with sex. You got all these people up on here on these spaces talking about getting your willy wet and all this. Look, check this out. The best thing that you can do is preserve yourself. Not everybody deserves a piece of your body. Not everybody deserves to be in your time. They say you are who you hang out with. You are what you entertain. And if you entertain losers, well, I have to put you in the loser category, right? I'm just saying. Every single thing that you do, every single day shall be with purpose. You wake up to go to work. Why you go to work? I need to eat. Need to take care of myself. Need to take care of my family. You wake up and do it with purpose. So if you go to work with purpose, then why the hell you ain't doing everything else in your life with purpose? With purpose. Learn to sacrifice. Learn to stay. One of the big things, I love to watch sports, but I understand that I had work to do. So I sacrificed a lot of sports. I used to watch, you name it. I was in front of that TV. I used to be. College football Saturday, NFL Sunday, Monday, Thursday, NBA, all you name it. But I understand that what I want is going to require a sacrifice. And even though I love sports, if I ain't getting paid from it, what's the use? I'm watching other people get paid. I'm wa- I'm watching De'Aaron Fox, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. I'm watching them, the sacrifices that they made to get there to get paid for my entertainment. But am I getting something from that? Probably not. So let me do something that I can get something from. Got to make them sacrifices. Got to make them sacrifices. And if people don't believe in your vision, if people can't get with your mission, then you know what to do. Leave their ass where you saw them at. You don't owe nobody nothing. Because at the end of the day, any bad thing that happens to you, guess what? You got to deal with it on your goddamn self. They ain't going to be there to deal with you, to take on your pain. They're not going to deal with that. They're not going to deal with that. You got to deal with that. So you got to just come with that mindset of, what do you want? You willing to do what you willing to do to get that? Hopefully not sell your soul, but is you willing to make the sacrifices to go ahead and achieve that? If you're willing to do that and you are doing that, you're on the right path. It may take 6 months, it may take a year, it may take 2, it may take 5. You may feel like, damn, this ain't working. Keep working. If it's achievable, right? See, you got to understand what's realistic and what's not realistic. You say that you maybe want to play linebacker in the NFL, but you 5'6" and 300 pounds and run a 6'5" flat 40. We know realistically you're not gonna play no linebacker, right? Right. Right. But they said that I want to be let's say for instance, you wanted to be a good content creator. You wanted to create content. Well, that's achievable. That's realistic if you put that work in to do it. Even though I'm not really too much of a consumer of that, and I got my views on Mr. Beast. I've seen Mr. Beast say that all I wanted to be was a content creator. And look where he is at now. He said he was consumed with content, even if his mom or whatever didn't believe in it. He stuck with it and look where he's at. And that could be you in your realistic endeavors. You gotta be real, you gotta be realistic with what you want. Be realistic. But your realistic things that you want, your expectations, ladies and gentlemen, can be achieved with some hard work, dedication, and discipline. But I just wanted to go ahead, man, and spit that for a little bit. Man, y'all go ahead, man, and take this last sip of holy water. Y'all consume this. Play this back. You need this. You just never know. Let's take this shit. All right, y'all. Till next time.